Welcome to FactCast 360, your 360-degree view of facts, trends, and global updates. Don't forget to follow and subscribe for more insightful content. Let's get started.
In February 1959, 9 experienced frozen Ural Mountains. What happened next would become of history's most enduring mysteries.
The tragedy later became known as the Dyatlov Pass Incident, a case that continues to fascinate investigators, scientists, and storytellers across the entire world. The Soviet Union was deep within the Cold War, an era filled with ambition, secrecy, technological progress, and countless unanswered questions hidden from ordinary citizens.
The expedition was led by 23-year-old Igor Dyatlov, a talented engineering student. His experience earned the trust and respect of every member.
These young adventurers were highly skilled hikers who had already survived difficult winter expeditions and understood the dangers presented by extreme mountain environments. Their goal was ambitious yet achievable, completing a demanding route to earn the highest hiking certification available in the Soviet Union. In late January, the group departed confidently, carrying supplies, cameras, journals, and dreams of successfully completing another memorable winter adventure. Their surviving photographs reveal laughter, friendship, and optimism, capturing moments none of them realized would eventually become part of historical mystery.
Yuri Yudin became ill and returned home before reaching the mountains. That unexpected decision ultimately made him the expedition's only survivor.
The remaining hikers pressed onward into increasingly remote terrain, leaving behind civilization and entering one of Russia's harshest winter landscapes. The mountain they approached carried an unsettling name. In the local Mansi language, Kolat Shakal roughly translates to Dead Mountain. On the evening of February 1st, the group established camp on an exposed slope, unknowingly creating the setting for an enduring mystery.
After darkness arrived, something occurred that frightened 9 experienced mountaineers enough to abandon their shelter in deadly winter conditions.
The temperature plummeted dramatically as fierce winds swept across the mountain, reducing visibility and transforming the landscape into a frozen wilderness. For reasons still debated today, the hikers suddenly left their tent and moved away from safety into darkness and sub-zero temperatures. Investigators later discovered the tent had been sliced open from within, suggesting the group considered immediate escape more important than preserving shelter. Some hikers left wearing only socks, while others lacked coats or boots, choices that seemed impossible for experienced winter adventurers.
Why would trained mountaineers voluntarily abandon warmth and equipment unless they believed remaining inside the tent posed an even greater danger?
When the group failed to arrive on schedule, worried relatives and university officials organized search teams to investigate their disappearance. Rescuers eventually located the abandoned campsite, discovering a partially buried tent standing alone against the unforgiving mountain slope. Footprints leading away from the campsite suggested the hikers walked rather than ran, adding another puzzling detail to the unfolding investigation. 2 bodies were discovered beneath a massive cedar tree beside the remains of a small fire built during their desperate struggle for survival. Broken branches high above the ground suggested someone had climbed the tree, perhaps searching for the tent or approaching danger.
3 additional hikers appeared to be moving back toward their camp, as though whatever frightened them had already passed into the night.
Exhaustion, freezing temperatures, and impossible conditions ended their journey only a short distance from the safety of their abandoned shelter. The remaining 4 hikers remained missing until spring thaw allowed investigators to discover them deep within a snow-covered ravine. Several victims suffered devastating internal injuries, including fractured ribs and skull trauma, despite showing remarkably few external wounds. Medical examiners described injuries comparable to those produced by extraordinary force, creating questions that remain controversial even today.
Each discovery seemed to generate additional mysteries. leaving investigators with evidence that resists simple explanations and straightforward conclusions.
Authorities conducted an official inquiry, interviewing witnesses, examining evidence, and attempting to understand the extraordinary events on that mountain. The final report stated that the hikers died because of a compelling natural force they were unable to overcome or resist.
That unusual phrase satisfied few observers and instead fueled decades of speculation, theories, documentaries, books, and continuing public fascination.
Many modern researchers believe a delayed slab avalanche threatened the campsite and forced the hikers to evacuate during the freezing night. According to this theory, unstable snow conditions gradually built pressure until a dangerous shift occurred above the tent location. The hikers may have intended to return shortly after reaching safer ground, never expecting conditions to become immediately fatal.
Critics argue that visible avalanche evidence appeared limited, leaving important questions unresolved, despite growing scientific support for the explanation.
Another theory suggests secret Soviet weapons testing may have occurred nearby, accidentally placing the hikers in unexpected danger. Some witnesses reported mysterious glowing objects crossing the sky, adding fuel to speculation involving classified military operations.
Despite persistent rumors, investigators have never uncovered definitive evidence directly connecting military activities to the deaths of the 9 hikers.
Researchers have proposed that unusual wind patterns generated low-frequency sounds capable of causing fear, confusion, and severe psychological distress. Extreme environments often create unpredictable circumstances where ordinary decisions suddenly become life-or-death choices for even experienced adventurers.
Exhaustion, darkness, freezing temperatures, and fear may have combined to influence decisions made during those critical final moments.
Today, scientists continue using computer models and forensic analysis to better understand what happened on that isolated mountain slope. Russian authorities officially concluded that a natural avalanche event represented the most probable explanation for the tragedy.
Yet many historians, investigators, and ordinary viewers remain unconvinced, believing significant aspects of the mystery still lack satisfactory answers.
The winds still sweep across those frozen peaks exactly as they did on that unforgettable winter night in 1959.
Beyond every theory and every mystery, 9 real people lost their lives while pursuing adventure, friendship, and personal achievement. Was it an avalanche, human error, secret experiments, or something entirely different? Share your thoughts below and subscribe for more mysteries.